Hi, Jasmine. My sister's been visiting, and I haven't been able to do your tags. I think I owe you 2 tags before this, which I am going to do today while she's gone. So, this is the tag for February 5th. And first question, how many emails do you send a day? I don't send emails every day. Excuse me. I can't edit that out, I'm sorry. Most of the email I get is from political organizations or politicians themselves. They're down on their knees begging me for money. But the personal emails I get, maybe I get 10 a week or something. So, because of Facebook, people just don't email anymore. So if I get 10 emails a week, it's guaranteed I'm going to send out 5 emails a week. Okay. Question 2. The last food you ate. They're crisps, and they're like green peas, but in the pod, and they're really good. Okay. Question 3, random fact about you. I got so many random facts. Okay, here's one. When I moved to San Francisco in 1977, I actually moved to Oakland because that's where my dad and mom had their house. Okay, but then they split up and blah, 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 and all that stuff. Okay, random fact about me. So, my first job here was, I got it from my mom. Her boss owns a private plane, which he used for business. And he kept this plane over here where I live in San Rafael. So I and my sister would come over here and wash his airplane, and all his other friends. We washed and waxed the airplanes. That was my first job in California. Okay, number 4. The last hotel motel you stayed at. I don't stay in hotels, or I never stay in motels, rarely. But the last hotel I remember staying at was in 2004 in Nashville, because we went there for my great aunt's poker party memorial. It lasted the span of several days, and she left her daughter all the money for it. So my hotel room was paid for, my flight out there and back was paid for. My dead aunt paid for all of this, and she did not want a funeral. No funeral. She wanted a poker party. So she flew in all the long distance brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and children and everything like that. And we had such a good time. We had a poker party one night. It was great. It was a big fancy hotel too. One that's about 50 stories high. And let me tell you something. The night that my sister and I flew in Nashville that day, they had been having rainstorms, and they had 5 tornadoes. So I was laid over, or my sister and I were laid over in Denver. The flight couldn't leave Denver until it was all clear in Nashville. So they had tornadoes, and I called my cousin and said, we're gonna be late because of all the tornadoes you're having, but we're on our way. And I advised my cousin where to go, in case the tornado was going to hit the hotel. She said, "No, ma'am, I'm going to stay on the top floor." She said, and Billy, which is her brother, is up on the roof at work watching the tornadoes. So when my sister and I, when our plane arrived in Nashville, there was lightning everywhere, 360 degrees around the plane. Oh, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And after we got there and we got our bags and they picked us up, they took us straight to the Waffle House. And everybody got waffles and sweet tea. Oh my God. That is the best bedtime snack. I am telling you. Number 5. The hardest thing you have been through. The hardest thing I've ever been through in my whole life was, and it's still, I hope it's not, but when my son was clinically depressed, and this started when he was a little child, but by the time he got to high school, he was cutting, he was suicidal, and he was depressed, and I didn't want to involve other people because I did not have time to try to explain something that they wouldn't even understand, his illness. So it's so hard to watch your child be ill, no matter what kind of illness it is. It is so very hard. So anyway, that's it. Now I'm going to run do your other tags. Talk to you soon. Bye.